Before we get into this video, we're going to be doing a giveaway, so make sure to join the Discord down below. This giveaway will be hopefully before the update. It's going to be this Friday, so make sure to join the Discord down below because the new update's coming and people need stuff. But yes, this giveaway is for the new update and that we reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. So make sure to go down in the Discord and enter in the giveaway. Welcome back to War Thunder. Today we're on the dev server. Today they've added a couple new stuff. The AGM-65Bs, which have extra zoom. I showed these in a previous video because they're inside the CDK. They're just never added. But the F4 gets them. It gets, I think, 4 of them. Unlike the F4F, which only gets 2. So, yeah, this is a better cast vehicle than the F4F, at least so far. This is the dev server and things are subject to change. But let's go test out the missiles. So here's the F5E. It gets some Maverick missiles. Here's the cockpit. Now you can see that's the screen for the Mavericks. Now when the Mavericks aren't equipped, it doesn't show up the screen. It doesn't even put the radar in there. So maybe Gaijin will fix that in the future because it says radar on the top. But for now, it's a screen for the Mavericks and the radar can't be used with this screen. I don't know why. Probably because they're still working on it and it's in the dev server. But yeah, I mean, it gets in-cockpit RWR. We'll try launching one of these Mavericks off. And you can see that these have zoom now. And now we're locked. We'll launch one off. And that didn't kill him. We'll zoom in here. Launch one off. And boom. He's dead. Now this is going to be pretty good since it's faster than the A7, I believe. And you get flares and chaff. So if you're fighting SAMs or whatever, you could just use this and chaff, lock them up, fire, and maneuver out of the way of a potential SAM. So this is the F4E. It also gets the AGM-65Bs and lock, boom. It also gets, you know, they're zooming in, so that's the only difference between these Mavericks. And these were in the game for a bit, but they just haven't implemented them in an aircraft yet. This is command, fire, and control, so this will slew the commander to your turret. This is just the commander sight, so if I hit B, it goes into it. I hit N, and it will turn on the thermals. Now, once the thermals are turned on, you can either hold the mouse button to slew the turret to it, or you can hit that button. I was crap. Anyway, my game crashed. Yeah, if we go back to the site, I'm not going to slew it to the gun right now because I think it's going to crash. The cool thing is they have an auto rangefinder. So if you played Sim MBTs, you would know that if you use the rangefinder, it'll auto adjust the turret. And this is a system actually implemented in a lot of tanks, modern tanks. Obviously, they act a little different than this, but this is just the basic gist of it. If I hit R on this tank, it'll adjust to that. If I hit R on this, it'll adjust to that. But let's adjust to this, and you could see direct hit. You just click R, and it'll do an auto rangefinder, and boom, tank's damaged. So that's a pretty cool thing, and it's for most MBTs in the game. For Germany, they have the F4F. It gets AGM-65s, but it only gets 2. But they are the Bs, so they are the better variants. And, you know, you get AIM-9Js and all that fun stuff. And you get flares, which is pretty neat. Now, for Russia, we have the Flogger and the Yak-28B bomber. Now, this thing gets afterburners and pretty much the Al-28's payload and bombs. But it also gets flares, which is pretty neat. And only 50 rounds for its cannon. So be very sparing with that. And I think it gets a limited amount of flares, too. But it's definitely better than the Al-28 for bombing. And then we have the Flogger. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the Flogger. And then we have the Flogger here. Now, this has no skins as of yet. They did show some. But if you could see right under the nose, that is the IRST. And Gaijin did talk about this IRST. But basically, you'll be able to track targets with infrared camera. It gets a basic load. You get these missiles. This is the Heat Seeker variant, which these seem to work better because you don't have to wait after they're fired. These you have to wait 2 seconds, then they'll start tracking. But they're kind of similar to the Matra on the Mirage, except less maneuverable. But these things will do a number in Sim, especially because I think these are pretty long range. Yeah, so launch range 27 kilometers, while this is 8 kilometers. So yeah, these things go the distance. Now the flogger gets look down, shoot down. It's not really working as it should, but basically what that is the radar has a better vertical scan up and down, mostly down because it's look down and shoot down. But let's load up our missile. We have the R-23T, which is the IR variant, and this one just seems to work a lot better since it tracks literally right after it's fired. And it turns pretty good. It's a 16G missile, and it's going to be fun in sim. But yeah, it turns pretty good, and it gets only 12 flares, which, if used correctly, could be very effective for dodging missiles. But here we'll try the look down and shoot down. We changed our radar mode to PDSRC, which is look down and shoot down. Now we should be able to see radar targets below us, but as of now, it hasn't been working that well. The British Phantoms also get this firing mode, which is quite neat. Now, speaking of the British, we're at the British. So these both these Phantoms get look down, shoot down modes. Let's check out the Sea Vixen. This is going to be pretty good, especially for its BR. It's lower than the Javelin, so if you take this out in sim, not only are you getting really good missiles, you get decent speed and a good radar. They haven't modeled the radar in the game, though. It's only in the X-ray view, but yeah. So basically, this thing's going to slaughter in sim if it stays at its BR. Then the Phantoms, they get their look down, shoot down, and they said they're supposed to get aim 9Gs. So far, that hasn't been implemented yet, but stay tuned on that. Then China gets the J7, 60 rounds instead of the twin guns like the other MiG-21 China gets. It gets 16G missiles, the PL-5B. So I'm not sure how well these will do, but they are 16G, so quite neat. And then France gets the long-awaited Mystère. Not really. Yeah, this is the French aircraft they get. It's just another French aircraft in my opinion. Was it needed? Probably not. This thing looks fun. This looks really fun. Sweden gets this, basically the same vehicle, but Swedish. And it looks pretty neat. So, what else? Yeah, they don't really get new aircraft. I guess they get the BF-109 G6 as a premium. Gets a little shark mouth, which is quite neat. But yeah. Also, apparently I don't have access to the J-35 because I need to buy one more aircraft. So that's funny. That's basically all for the new update. If you guys want to try this stuff out, make sure to go download the dev server. I'm sure it'll be up again as of the time of this upload. I think it's down, but make sure to always download it just so you can stay ahead and test out new aircraft. But I will say you do need GE to buy these aircraft in the dev server, and it won't transfer over. It'll save the G on your other account though. But yeah, that's it. I think I covered most of the new stuff. Also, there's a new map, which is really wide and it's actually kind of good. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Join the Discord down below, and take care.